It's 9 o'clock. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'll get a motion to approve the agenda for today.
So moved.
I'll second.
Call for a vote.
Tippit, aye.
Seaman, aye.
Bull's eye.
Next in order is discuss and approve the minutes.
They all look good to me.
I didn't see any problems either.
Okay, can I get a motion?
I'll make the motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second.
Call for a vote on that.
Tippit, aye.
Seaman, aye.
Bull's eye.
EMS claims.
I gave them to you, not blue paper.
There are only, what, 3, 6, 7, 8?
So say there's not many.
Then on the next page up, it's how it's broke down.
Okay.
See that?
Yeah. So that North Benton, that was the 80,000 that we were talking about the other day, right?
Correct, last Tuesday.
Yeah, last week.
Yep. That was in a minute.
Yeah.
And then she talked about the other side, that will be in January's, with the vehicle purchase.
Right.
Yes,
The other.
That will be next month.
yes, she was asking originally it was 220, and now she said 200 last Tuesday.
Yeah, I asked
So
for
she's
clarification because she
80
submitted
right
both
now.
bills at once. So I
Yeah.
wanted to make sure payroll was right away. The
Yeah.
second one will be in January.
Yep, correct.
Okay.
Because the carrier for the ambulance for the next half ain't due until January of next year.
27.
And he's
27.
not gonna charge any interest.
Right, interest rates. You said for 2 years, wasn't it?
That's a deal.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the payments are a year apart, but I know she came in and was discussing both things. That's why I was just saying, the
Okay.
next month will be the vehicle one.
Right. Okay.
I do have that claim, I just did not.
Yep, yep. Understood. So whoever makes the first motion, before we vote on it, will have to read them out so the public knows where the money went to. Who for, mainly who for and how much.
Yep.
Okay,
I'll make the motion to approve the EMS expenses.
I'll second it. You want me to read them off?
okay.
All right, North Benton Ambulance, 80,000. Blairstown EMS Medical Supplies, 20,264. Blairstown EMS Medical, 1,527.15 cents. Urbana First Responders, 695.96. Garrison First Responders, 8409. Urbana Ambulance Equipment, 276.76. EMS Belle Plaine Ambulance, 457.46. And EMS Belle Plaine Ambulance, $45,862 for a total of $149,167.42.
Okay, we'll call for a vote.
Tippit, aye.
Seaman, aye.
Bull's eye. Boulder's the important one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Pretty easy one, report. Got anything to report?
I did not have any meetings last week.
Nothing for me.
Me either.
Everybody took the week off.
Okay, budget work. What have you got for us, Gina? Nothing?
I have nothing new to submit for budget work.
Okay. Did you happen to bring the list along for the people that will have to reappoint?
I thought she said she emailed those to you, that list.
She did last week.
She said she emailed you the Excel spreadsheet. If not, you can stop by and I can print it out for you. That's not a problem whatsoever. I gave you the applications of what we got submitted thus far, because I think is that due date today?
Yes, it would be.
I think it's today.
Yeah, 'cause you're not,
No, we're open tomorrow.
then it's tomorrow, then it's cut off.
I couldn't remember if it's whichever.
End of the month.
I will be posting the agenda for Friday tomorrow, so if you guys have any last minute or anything, most of it's just all the appointments, but if you need, I can email that out again to you, or if you guys want to just stop out for a hard copy, that's fine as well for the directory. If you guys are making contacts with new people, please get us the contact information, so that way we can get it into our directory. That's one thing I think that gets lost. If you don't have an application and you're contacting people, please let us know. The one that I emailed you back, or emailed you guys, I don't know if it was last week or the week before,
Yep.
Big Grove Township.
I'm planning on working on that next couple of weeks.
Yeah, because right now, the disbursements are coming to me, so it's a kind of for me, but by law, you guys do have to make those appointments since there is two, and coming up for budgetary reasons as well. That's where that one is more crucial. We can't really wait on that one.
Is that one, that township appointed or elected?
It is elected.
It is elected, so
Yeah, but
they'll just appoint them until the election.
correct. So there'll be, I think one was already up. I don't remember which one is up already in November, but the other one would be on there to fill a vacancy.
So I
So
remember your email, you're looking at,
clerk and town trustee.
yes,
Mhm.
okay. I'm planning on working on that today and tomorrow.
That's fine. That's where, a lot of times, those are the ones that, if you're making contact, that one's a really crucial one,
Yeah,
because I need to work with them on budgets right away. I'm the one that reaches out for township budgets.
I did contact the sheriff a week or two ago. We had talked about looking at starting a fund for the projects that he's gonna need on his building. The three big ones that come out are the fence around the tower, I looked at last month's bill and I saw that the heating bill was back to normal, so whatever they thought was broke apparently wasn't, or didn't fix it completely. And then, the fascia and everything needs that tuck work done and whatever else. Just kind of appears to me like the heating, air conditioning part, we would need an engineer or somebody to tell us. I don't know, has Rick had a chance to go look?
I don't know, I haven't contacted him about that. I don't know. I did get a bid, I know, for the tower, for the chain link fence and almost fell over. That was, the bid was for $5,000.
Oh my,
And I thought, that's,
that's a very good fence.
no. So, I was gonna stop, took one of them down there at Cedar Rapids, see what I could do with them. Otherwise, worst scenario, I'll build that too. That's ridiculous.
Absolutely. I've never put that kind of fence in, but I can certainly help. If that's what it comes to.
It was,
Well, other than we rolled that piece out in Norway that day.
but I still ain't got this one done over here yet, in 2 years.
That one's been in the back of my mind because I know we need to do some work on the exterior of that building, although your steps, where you fixed them, is holding nicely.
Probably the mother treads need to be something done to them too, I figured we keep getting the rain and the ice like that, it's gonna pop them too, it's a matter of time, but.
When you're talking fund, you're talking like a total different
What?
budgetary fund?
Yeah, we'd have to put some money in it every year because,
But you have sheriff funds.
Right, but what he's got ain't gonna cover what needs to be
Right, but
done.
that's what he's saying, creating a whole new fund.
to roll over from year to year, so
If you don't use it,
Right, but
we can build that money up. I don't know how that's done in your world.
I build the fund, so that's where I guess I'm trying to get better understanding of, you have sheriff funds, so that's where I guess I'm just trying to understand. but
I know
that's right.
you've got a
We'll go
specific
down.
name for it.
Well, that's where I'm just trying to better gauge of what you're talking about.
They used to call it, in the city's life, it was an accrual account.
Okay, so,
Because we have no idea what some of these, they could be a lot of money.
you're looking more of a pooled cash to put money in?
Yes.
Okay.
if we don't use it, as long as.
Well, it's just like the election supplies,
Yeah.
or materials and the equipment. We put money in there to build it up, so when we need to buy new equipment, we have it available.
Right,
But it's not necessarily building a fund, it's building up your pooled cash.
right.
So that's where I guess I was wanting,
In your world, I understand what you're saying.
that's where I was just trying to kind of make it more layman's terms. You're not trying to start something brand new,
Mhm.
you're just starting, for lack of better terms, a slush fund for it.
Mhm.
So it's available when necessary.
When you said the shared funds though, any department would have access to that?
Mhm.
So, like, in the election world, everything's come out of the general sub. So we build up a portion of that for our election material. Our election equipment costs, as you can imagine, quite a bit of money. So that's where we don't budget for $250,000 for 1 year. Or, we will put in money and then build it up, so we have that in the pooled cash, which the general sub is shared with other entities, but that way we kind of have it earmarked, and that's essentially what you're talking about.
Yes.
Is earmarking from that specific fund, we're gonna use this for sheriff's building maintenance, is
Right.
essentially what you're
Yep,
stating.
Exactly. So when the time
So that
comes,
way when
they
it's-
know they have the money there.
Yep.
Right.
And someone else can't swoop in and say, hey, we need this and.
Right, so there's other ways you can do things as well with that kind of stuff. We can create projects, so that way it's earmarked in those projects. This is the same way as like with the EMS, we have projects with them all, because it's 25-NBA, North Benton Ambulance, or BL, Blairstown. So that way we can keep track of what's been spent for that specific item. So there's different ways you can do it for budgetary reasons. So if you created a project, you could earmark, like, this budgetary line item is with this project, so it comes, that's another way to earmark it and keep track of it.
Yeah.
There's lots of different uses in that way. So.
But that way, look, it's above board, everybody knows what's going on with it, and there's no...
I've been using more projects, just because like, especially Grace with public health, she has a lot of grants. So instead of creating completely new line items every year, what I do is I create those projects. So that way she uses her same budgetary line items. It's so much smoother for budgets. You don't have things that are just used once or twice, but it can be tracked throughout the year for expenditure and revenue.
Okay.
So that's just different ways you can do it for tracking.
I like the sound of that the best.
It just makes it cleaner. So I like using projects better because that way it's, like I said, it's just the same general fund, general line items that you're using, but you can just track it. You can do project count reports and you can see what's been used for those specific things. For grants, they require special reporting, so that's why we do that kind of thing. So that way it's not in the whole mix of everything she's done. It's just for that grant purpose.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, if it's easier, I mean, if it's cleaner, neater, and it's easier, then...
But that's just something that if you guys want to think about, instead of creating something brand new, you know,
Okay.
kind of, I always, in the election world, we always talk about why reinvent the wheel?
Mhm.
If we can use the software and everything to the best of its ability and earmark things a different way, but just use what you have, it's just a way to do things
Makes
different.
Makes sense to me.
Yep.
So, just food for thought.
Looks-
That one was, that was on the, kind of going back through and looking at what Haley's given us so far. And I think we kind of have to, in my mind, we've got some new expenses coming. With the insurance, where we have to build up that fund.
I don't think you have to build up that fund. You have the money coming from the unemployment from ISAC. That should be already built up,
No,
wouldn't it?
we've got another
Or is this
one that we
something
have to
else?
build up.
Oh.
This is the reserve that we have to have in place.
After we get the original 300, or
Mhm.
was it 250? And then they
250.
want to jump to,
300, and then 4.
and then an additional 4
Total.
total.
Everyone has, all the 10 counties are gonna have to maintain 400,000
Okay,
in the reserve. And we have 3 years to get to the 250.
okay.
And then at that point, they'll decide the length of time to make the next step. And then the final one.
You want to try to do the,
I was trying to print something, evidently it's out of paper or something, I haven't checked.
Do you guys need a box of paper sitting there, especially during budget work time?
Yeah, it's out of paper.
probably wouldn't hurt.
I mean, I don't know how many pages you have, Bruce, but.
I printed a few.
If it gets you through. I can order out of your guys' budget, just a box of paper, just sit there. Or we can, I don't know how much you guys use it, just a green, I can bring that over on
That
Friday.
would probably be,
Okay, I will do that. Write myself a note.
that original 250, do you want to try to do that over 2 or 3 years? Because if we were to fall below that, we have to immediately pay that back, correct? Let's say we had a workman's comp claim.
Yes.
This is where the problem lies,
You gotta bring it back.
immediately. Okay.
Yep. But within that calendar year, you gotta bring it back to the minimum of 250. Then you have to work on,
So let's.
we have to bring it back to 0, actually.
Okay.
So if you go below the zero mark, you have to bring it back to zero.
To zero.
And then work again on the 250 on top of that. But right now, we're at 68,000. So if we have one naughty claim, we're gonna be below the mark. The pool has no problem covering us, but we just have to.
Short term.
Yes. That's the reason for the pool.
Yep.
And everybody's on board saying that sometime it's gonna be our turn in the fish barrel. But, again, everybody's fine with it, but you have to bring it back to zero within that year. And then work on the 250. And that 250, you have 3 years.
We're post ARPA funds, and that was really nice while it lasted.
Yeah.
The one that kept coming to mind for me was the service contract with our radio equipment. 911 will have to start meeting. Do we want on their agenda to see if they can contribute to this?
I'm hoping so.
So I'll take care of contacting, I think it's Dan Ramelsburg,
Yep.
and get on their agenda for that meeting.
I think that's about it. I'm looking at, I finally found it, my fault. You were right.
I'll put that in the minutes.
Like a team.
Good you wait until the end of the year, Tracy.
But it's on a
I had to.
spreadsheet, and I'm thinking the paper over here won't be big enough.
I can print it out on an 11 by 17.
Well,
so-
I tried printing a few of them because, yeah, there's like 15 right across the.
Yeah.
What I've done in the past, and I didn't, Haley said she emailed it to you, so I didn't know how you guys wanted it, but I can
Yeah.
print them out at work by 11 by 17. If that makes it easier for you
Yes,
guys
it
for
would.
each entity.
That way we can write, make marks on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, no, I'll,
Yeah.
so if you guys
And I
want
can
to,
cancel the print jobs and these.
yeah, if you want to give me a few minutes after the meeting, I
Yeah.
can do that. That won't, it won't take long.
I'll slip up there and get it. And what I'm asking you two gentlemen,
Yeah.
whatever boards that you're on, that you're attending, when we get the new spreadsheets that she's got, it'll say at the end of it, when you go to the end, when that person's term is up.
Mhm.
I'm gonna leave it up to you to contact that person. Do they wanna stay or do they wanna go?
Okay.
You know what I mean? And if they wanna go, then it's up to you, since you're one of them board members on
Right.
that group, find somebody, or
Do whatever.
I'll
Sure.
take on the
Yep.
township.
There's just a handful of townships. No, it's just those two, because otherwise the townships aren't up.
Fremont, yeah.
No,
No,
Or
no,
do-
no, but they're appointed. Fremont is appointed.
correct. You have a vacancy in Fremont? I don't-
No,
Big Grove, we're talking.
yes.
Okay. Another thing I can do, if you guys have any more applications that come in, I can email you those as they come in before Friday's meeting, so that way you guys would have record of everything that I have is up to date to you, if that works. Unless
Like
you-
it says, the ones that we just only have to reappoint is the ones that the terms are up.
Yeah. Yeah, if we have them printed, we can highlight those and.
Yeah, because a lot of times what I do too, well, how I had the directory set up too, is I also have it where it's located on the website, so that way, everything's just more translucent for everything, so. But I will print off every entity group that is up, that you guys would have to appoint, and we can go from there.
Okay.
But I'll print it off in bigger paper.
Thank you.
Yep.
Guess that's it. Got anything? Quiet on the right in front.
What?
Yeah, but just one little quick question, maybe she knows, Gina knows. Part-time employees, remember I asked this question before and you guys couldn't really come up with a number? Do we know if you guys even have any part-time employees?
Yeah,
Yes.
conservation.
About how many?
Well, I don't know if you have conservation right now because they're.
Not now, they don't.
Right. It depends on the season.
Okay.
Conservation has part-time employees during the summer and spring, obviously.
Okay,
But sheriff's office has part-time employees. Transportation has part-time employees.
okay. I just didn't know if, would that number vary?
It does vary throughout the year.
Yeah. Okay. I was just curious. Nope, other than that, secondary roads, I was just kinda curious on how much we're using for, going out and taking care of stuff because of the blizzard and everything, all this crap going on, how the budget's looking. Or have you heard?
That should be good yet, because, last week we okayed the bills for the salt, for the house. Remember that, the
Yep.
25,000?
Yep,
Mhm. And this was a pretty decent snowstorm that went through,
Yeah,
as far as using that stuff up. It's spotty.
only reason I asked is I was downtown, I saw the sand truck going through town and spreading sand everywhere. And I thought, well, what about the secondary roads? That's all I was asking, curious.
well, most of it in the country, I know that the county blacktops, I seen that, I was on them yesterday quite a bit, and they were good. I mean, there were
Yeah.
places where the snow drifted across and stayed, but I mean, that was like a 5 or 6 foot snowbank on the road where you drop the blade, by the time you drop the blade, you're picking it up again, so,
Yeah.
Say the highways are pretty good. Gravel's pretty slick.
you know. What I seen up here, northern part of Benton County got more snow than we did in southern Benton County.
It was the other way last time.
Yeah. Yeah, so, okay,
Nope, that's all I have. Just-
motion adjourned.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Call for a vote.
Tip and I.